I'm going to fire some names at you. Rapid fire. You just tell me if they're good, bad, indifferent, if they're cool, and if you've got a funny story to throw in, please do. So if you're ready, I'll chuck in the first name, and they'll be pretty random, some of them. Big Daddy V, Viscera.
Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, it was a good dude. One of my close friends.
Hornswoggle. No, who was it?
Horns.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What are you saying?
I was going to say, I can't remember who told me a story, and then he cut off halfway through, and he said, one night in the Philippines, and then he just went, no, forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
I
going to
don't
tell
know.
me the
You asked me
Philippines?
for. I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know
I was
that
hoping you
story
know the
about the
Philippines
Philippines.
story, because I wasn't getting it. Right, next one. Vampiro.
Vampiro. Yeah, he was. I worked with him a lot in Puerto Rico. He was cool to me too. He had some good matches back in the day.
Lillian Garcia.
Lynn Garcia, great singer. Terrible at karaoke because it's not fun to go with her. The whole point is to be bad. She would come in and just belt out these tunes. Like, bro, it's not fun. It's not funny when you know how to sing.
Your boy Chris Masters. Tell me all about Chris Masters.
Yeah, he's another great talent. He's a good dude. He started rather young. I think like at 18 or something, or 19 when they signed him. So he had those those growing pains. But he's turned into a great talent, and I think any of these companies would be lucky to have him.
Yeah, 'cause he's still quite young, and how much wrestling experience did he actually have? Because I read that he started wrestling, and then he took 3 years off to like transform his body before he got back into it.
Right, right. Yeah, exactly what he did. Yeah, he did that for 3 or 4 years. Then he all of a sudden he showed up again, and I think basically when they hired him, it was just on physique alone. I think so. He had maybe 1 or 2 years of actual experience. So he kind of learned pretty much in OVWs where he kind of started learning. But it takes a couple of years because one thing is learning the mechanics of wrestling, but then you got to learn the psychology, and you got to learn how to work the people and stuff. So it's a lot of years that it takes to actually become good at wrestling.
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard not too long ago said that he purposely put you with Chris Masters because you would teach him more. Is that any truth to that?
Maybe they didn't tell me that, but maybe yeah. I tried to help him out with some stuff. I thought they broke us up too early. I thought we were a great tag and we could have really done some things.
Yeah. Vince McMahon, obviously, he loves the physiques. You can look at decades worth of wrestling to see that. It's really obvious. Was Chris maybe just a bit too young at the time? Because I think his biggest success was at the beginning and then sort of tailored off a bit. Was he just too young at the time and
Just too
needed
young?
more
Yeah,
experience?
it was one of those things too much too soon. He'll tell you that himself. You know what I mean? It was just you're here at 18, 19, and they just throw all this at you. You know what I mean? It's a lot to not many can do it.
Yeah, he came back in 2009 as well, and I thought, God, he looks a bit different. He obviously is like far more competent. How come they didn't like give him the old shove at that point?
That's a good question. I know sometimes you can't brush off the stigma from your first run. You know what I mean? Sometimes they still see you as as that guy. So it's hard to kind of win them over and transition to a new, just finally seeing them in a new light.
Yeah, super crazy.
Super crazy. He's a cool dude. I've seen him a couple times since. He's all right.
How's his physique these days? Because I remember when he was still on, he just seemed to slowly get a beer gut and then left.
Well, it was always funny to me because it was always funny to me. I remember ECW days. He never had any kind of physique that suggested athleticism, but he could do all these amazing things. So that was always one thing that I kind of admired about Super Crazy.
Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn. I didn't have much interaction with him. Great producer, I guess. Yeah, I didn't really interact with him much.
No, so he was no one who I don't know if you or anyone else would have gone to personally give suggestions to him. I don't, if to say it'd be better if you film me from this angle, maybe, or something like that.
No, I never had. No, I never had much interaction with Kevin Dunn.
Fair
I've seen him here and there, just say hi, but that's about it.
Heidenreich.
Heidenreich is a crazy dude. Was one of those lovable crazy dudes.
In what way was he? Was he just like a genuine oddball, or
just genuine oddball? Nice guy, great guy. Just a little out there.
Yeah, was there anything in particular that just sort of? I don't know.
I think that was Little Jimmy thing. I think he thought that Little Jimmy was real. So he's a little buddy, little invisible buddy that you always talk to. Like, all right, oh, okay, all right.
What? I've never heard of that before. Little Jim, what?
Little Jimmy, yeah. I'm talking about Little Jimmy.
I'll have to. If I ever speak to him, I'll have to ask him about that one. Lita.
Lita, man, Lita was cool, man. We'd had some good talks about the business and stuff. And she's just, she's kind of like me, just laid back and likes doing her own thing.
Yeah. Ken Kennedy.
Kennedy is a good friend of mine, good dude. I think he's another guy that deserved a better run.
Yeah. Why was he sort of in the doghouse in the end? Was it just because I asked Hornswoggle the same thing, and he just said it was just bad luck more than anything.
Some I told you he has bad luck too. They get injured at the wrong time. I guess some guys complained about him being stiff or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know. I felt some a little bit of bad luck, I guess.
I know you're friends with Randy Orton as well, and I don't believe they ever got on too well. Was that an issue? Or?
I think they wrestled. I don't know. I can't remember now, but yeah. But Randy's another good dude. He's a great wrestler.
Okay, CM Punk. We only got a few more of these left, so CM Punk.
CM Punk, he's all right. I got nothing. I mean, he's not my biggest fan, but he's kind of like Cornette. He's not my biggest fan, but he's I don't mind him. He's all right.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm not saying these because I think like you don't like him or anything. I genuinely had no idea that. Okay, Candice Michelle.
Another good friend of mine.
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Teddy DiBiase Jr. A little bit. He was always he's a good guy. I don't know what he's doing now. I think he didn't get out of wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know if he went into property or something, but I think he's left wrestling behind entirely.
I think he's doing good. Yeah, I think he's doing good outside of wrestling. So kudos to him.
Two more. The Sandman, who I believe you wrestled.
He's a wild dude. He's kind of like in the hiding right category. Just one of those lovable nuts.
Was he ever having a sip of beer before he went out to the ring like in ECW, or was he more professional then?
Oh, no, he's always having a little something before going out. That was just the Sandman. That's the gimmick.
And something afterwards as well, surely.
Maybe. I think my man is a little less crazy than he was back in the ECW days.
Yeah, and one more, John Laurinaitis.
John Laurinaitis. I always got along with him. It's I've always said that position is always a heat getting position. I mean, you could put Jesus in that position and he's going to get heat. I mean, I think that's part of the job. It's just getting. Everyone's going to hate you for having that job, but it is what it is. And I like him.
We're talking Jesus Christ and not Jesus. Obviously, you're on it.
Jesus. We're talking Jesus. Yeah, exactly.